I am your goddess Nesca. Here with the Choco Woman. We're reacting to.
Modern audience is canceling Chainsmoker Cat. I want to see this. Just to give it a try.
I mean, you can. I watched like the first few moments of it. I kind of got bored.
Here. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about an anime that is trending for both good and bad reasons. I'm talking about the anime adaptation of the series Chainsmoker Cat, which to many, they believe this is a very honest depiction of themes like depression and addiction. In no way are those...
Where did you... addiction, yes. I probably didn't watch enough, but I didn't see the depression in this. I just saw fucking brain trauma.
Brain trauma?
Yeah.
I have to see it now after stream.
And here we go. Yuppers.
Those themes glamorized in this series. In fact, a lot of people think this is a very candid and brutal look at the effects these sorts of things can have on your mental health. However, as the series has gotten popular in Japan, and most importantly, overseas, a lot of Western users are attacking not only this series, but also Japan generally.
Addiction, well, hentai nerf said. Enough.
It tackles depression. Huh.
Using misinformation about fake outrage regarding Japanese fans as an excuse to claim that all the Japanese are a bunch of predators.
I guess I didn't watch enough of the first episode, but I missed the fucking tackling depression with it being a comedy and stupid. The addiction I could definitely see. The addiction was there. That was...
I saw where she grabbed a cigarette out of a dog turd.
Yeah, I told you about that.
I saw that on Facebook too.
I watched the scene.
And that's why they're mad about this series, I guess. The post people like this are reacting to comes from a supposed anime news source, which just like many is spreading complete falsehoods about this series for clicks on Twitter. In fact, they got hit with a community note dispelling their claims that the Japanese audience is dropping this series for being too disgusting and problematic.
Meh.
Now, when it comes to the anime itself, we're working on episode 2 right now, but when the first episode came out, it was a very sufficient gatekeeper.
But Asmund doesn't smoke, does he?
No, he doesn't smoke. His mom did.
Oh.
He talks about that.
Oof.
That's one of the things I think he gets called to say, because people say he killed his mom, because his mom was dying in her house.
Uh-huh.
And like one of the last things he asked her, can you just give me a cigarette before I pass?
Oh.
And it's like, and everybody's like, you should have gave her a cigarette. I'm like, yeah, she was dying. What was a cigarette going to do?
That is...
That's one of the reasons why Basman gets shit for people saying he kills his mom. Because he's told this story before. And people ask, like, would you do it again? Like, hell yes, because that's how she wanted to live.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know that story. Now I'm sad.
Yeah.
I'm sad now.
Japan dropped it. No, it's all fake about Japan dropping it.
Oh. I kind of doubt that.
People saw the displays of depression and addiction in this first episode, and they tried to claim that seeing this in an anime was somehow glamorizing these sorts of themes. But of course, the outrage surrounding this has existed before the anime adaptation that's currently airing right now. When the manga came out a few years ago, there were malicious posts on social media that was recognized by the series creator, who even considered taking legal...
Personally, I don't really care about this anime. I give it like a C tier. If it was dubbed, I wouldn't mind having it on as background noise, but with it subbed, there's like nothing for me to watch. And I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't really care. So, yeah. Yeah, well, this is not an anime I would waste my time trying to read.
action against some of these posts. But of course, when you watch the anime, yes, it does exactly what it is advertising. It is showing a lot of addiction.
Yeah. This was nothing compared to Redo of Healer.
Oh.
And Redo of Healer was good. I don't care what anyone says.
Are you hearing things outside?
Like what kind of things?
I keep hearing like a banging or something.
You want to go look outside real fast?
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Are the aliens here?
Illegal aliens. That's probably people set off fireworks. I'm hearing.
You made me think the fucking mothership was here or some shit.
Yeah, you wish. What are you doing? Go.
Oh yeah, I have to go in first. Sorry, I was trying to check something. I wasn't hearing any banging. That's probably the aftermath of fucking firework potatoes.
Sorry, I had to deal with that anyway.
It was bothering him.
And depression in a
Like
very
we did,
brutal
for
and
its
candid
twisted
way.
creativity.
And a lot of people
I know, right? It is fucking messed up, but the way the character somehow, the main character in Redo of Healer is really well written. That's what I got hooked on with it. Just the whole concept, like, especially, God, I can never forget this scene where he was, quote-unquote, making friends with a shopkeep person, and then he used he knew the shopkeep guy was gonna die, and he was using his death as motivation to get revenge. And it's like, you were not even friends with this guy but a few minutes, and I just thought it was so funny.
Well, I like people say compare like Redo a Healer and Rise of the Shield Hero
Mm-hmm.
as like the bad ending. If Naofumi just became the monster they said he was.
Yeah.
do understand what they're looking at, even if it looks gross to them. They can acknowledge that this is a intentional effort to not glamorize these themes. You
Okay, now I was hearing the banging. Wait, shush.
I'm gonna go with those are fireworks.
You're gonna go with those are fireworks?
Those are similar fireworks.
Until something explodes our house, right?
Well, we'll be quick in the stream.
Yay!
see quotes like this saying, Twitter people, when they realize addiction and depression can ruin your life and aren't just funny character traits. Here's another one saying, finally, a realistic depiction of what real depression
The fuck is that?
rooms look like. Romanticized mental health never shows this. I'm happy they are saying the quiet part out loud, speaking from experience, unfortunately, trying to get better. Here's another one saying this is what depression looks like. Hell, the part of her with her getting overwhelmed with cleaning her room and finding showering a pain is literally how I felt before I started treating my ADHD. Very telling how people are reacting to this. Depression has been romanticized. And that
Would you really call that being romanticized? It's more of, well, what makes a good writing? What makes a good character if they have...
Relatability.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is just the setup. This is a character. This is... You want your characters to be fucking milquetoast? You want them to be plain? Or do you want them to have real struggles that, yes, mirror your real life and stuff, but that's how you connect to these characters, right?
Yeah, that's why. Okay, that's why Rey failed in Star Wars, because she had no struggle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what was the real struggle? She was abandoned on a planet. All well.
And they gave her like all the fucking she was naturally able to fucking pilot the ship and stuff.
Oh, she was not, no question that she learned how to use the Force. She learned everything.
Mm-hmm. She had everything just fucking handed to her.
Versus someone who had to work hard and fail and had to try again.
Mm-hmm.
that is what a lot of people are doing on social media right now.
pussy
They are
pass.
basically misunderstanding the series, and they're trying to claim the series is romanticizing it,
too.
assuming if these themes
We're
are
assuming
shown
it's
whatsoever,
fireworks.
it must be done in a
Oh yeah, because World's Fun does their carnival in July.
Oh, you're right. It's probably Worlds of Fun. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so it probably definitely is fireworks.
Yeah.
Okay.
way
makes
that is
sense.
trying to glamorize it. And of course, people are just generally saying it's too gross to watch, right? It's too gross. In fact, it's so gross.
There are a lot of animes that are gross. If it's not your cup of tea, okay, don't watch it then. No one's forcing you
I'll
to
show you
fucking watch
another
it.
show you should watch, Ren and Stimpy. How the fuck that ever got on Nickelodeon back in the day, I'll never know.
Beavis Butthead.
Yeah, but that was meant for adults.
And this isn't?
I know, but Ren and Stimpy.
Okay, yeah, I know. Okay, you're referring to Ren and Stimpy and stuff, but yeah, that was supposed to be for adults too, but they somehow shoehorned it into child fucking stuff, and that was a whole other couple worms. But I'm just saying, yeah, sure. Who cares if the show's gross? It's not your cup of tea. Don't watch it then. No one's forcing you to watch the Beavis and Butthead. No one's forcing you to watch South Park, Family Guy, all those other shows. Oh yeah, Cat Dog.
Cat Dog really that gross?
Yeah,
Beetlejuice.
it had moments.
The animated Beetlejuice.
Animated
There were some fucked up
Beetlejuice.
moments in that show.
There was a lot, yeah, Rocco's Modern Life.
Okay. I distinctly remember when I was a kid that thing scared me in Beetlejuice, the animated series. Wasn't there an episode where you kept waking up from a dream? Wasn't there like an episode where you just had to keep waking up from a dream?
But I don't know. You're asking me things to remember back when I was like fucking.
Cow and Chicken was the goat.
Oh yeah, Cow Chicken. There you go.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, Courage the Cowardly Dog fucking scarred people. Let's not lie there.
What's the one that scarred you the most from that?
Perfect.
I'm perfect.
I'm not perfect. There is this one nightmare scene that Courage had, and he sees this like deformed thing in a jar, and it just looked at him and is like, "I'm not perfect." I don't know what, but that just kind of hit like a chord with me.
I'm a Weasel was a goat.
I am Weasel, yeah.
This is the worst anime
Ed,
of
and
the
Eddie.
year.
Yeah.
But of course, you can see replies ratioing this user saying, I don't think people realize what this show is. It's not a romanticization of an addict's life. It's a genuine depiction of living with addiction and depression. You're uncomfortable with it because you haven't struggled with it at this point. The show is a litmus test to see if you guys can have a shred of empathy for a real self-destructive person, and you've obviously failed. And of course, the anime news related accounts like this are quick to swoop in for engagement farming. I don't trust pretty much any of these types of accounts because they're so desperate to farm clicks and engagement for pennies of Twitter ad revenue. They'll say just about anything. In fact, as we see right here, they'll just make stuff up entirely. So they say Chainsmoker Cat is reportedly being dropped.
Oh, yeah, Hector Concarne, Billy Mandy, yeah. So it wasn't entertainment, but empathy checked. Nah, I think that person's overlooking into just fucking writing for a anime.
By the Japanese
but seriously,
audience.
This is no different than those titles we just mentioned right there.
Yeah.
This is just dumb people wanting to find something that they don't like and sit there and bitch and moan and complain about it and say that, oh, it's romanticizing the bad things and stuff. That's all this is.
Join as a red flag and shows account.
So that account should be disregarded entirely. Yep.
For being too disgusting. Now, all of the complaints I've seen, of
it's
course,
not
were
even
from
that
Western
disgusting
Twitter
compared
users
to a lot
saying
of
it
shit
was
I've
too
seen.
disgusting to watch. But of course,
yeah, you people would not survive if you saw Happy Tree Friends.
God, these people wouldn't survive a lot of shows. They wouldn't survive watching a hentai.
I'm sorry, the funniest thing I remember from Happy Tree Friends is probably the one that sticks on my mind, the moose getting stuck underneath the tree. And he used a spoon to break off their leg, and it was the wrong fucking leg.
Dude, fucking, okay, here's a tamer version that these people probably couldn't handle. Fucking Invader Zim.
I never seen Invader Zim.
Invader Zim good.
Okay.
That is fucking my childhood fucking obsession.
Sheepy, do you remember back in the day they had the website where you could play the mini games where you could kill off the characters?
Hell yeah.
I remember the one with the girl you gave. It's like she was in a box. You would give her stuff to play with.
Oh, I fucking remember Drawn Together. Did you ever watch Drawn Together?
Fucking Drawn Together. Oh my god, that was so fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the games I remember distinctly, like the little cute pink one that looks like Fluttershy.
Uh-huh.
You give her stuff and she would kill herself in the game. You gave her a car, like a little go kart. She would bounce back and forth, and it would slowly fog up, and she suffocated in it.
There's these people don't have a fucking leg to fucking stand on when it comes to sitting there complaining about this anime. It's nothing compared to the other shit I've seen.
Speaking of messed up games, Death and
Request.
That was on Newgrounds.
This claim about
I thought it was its base. I thought it was a.
I think Sheepy was referring to what they said, or he was. I think he's asking, was it on Newgrounds?
I don't think it was. Maybe I'm just missing.
Truckerman thinks it was probably like its own like website thing back in the day.
Yeah,
it definitely doesn't exist anymore. I think.
Japanese audience is completely made up. But this tweet still gets 27,000 likes. But you can see the note saying this. There is no evidence that the Japanese audience has broadly dropped Chainsmoker Cat for being too disgusting. Japanese reactions are mixed. Some viewers dislike the gross out humor, while others praise the series for committing to its premise. And if you look at various sites like Nico Video, for example, it was #1 trending among anime. The first episode got that much attention. Of course, some people don't like it, but overall it seems like a lot of people enjoy the series. So any claims being made here that the monolith of the Japanese...
I think what it is they like the cat girl.
Yeah.
She is really cute. I do kind of like her personality, even though she's like a mentally handicapped and just super drugged out all the time. It is cute. She reminds me of that one cartoon cat character that people like that I don't remember what their name is. I'm trying to picture what they look like, but my brain's not moogening it. Boogity boogie.
audience is dropping the series is completely and utterly made up. But of course, when you have an English anime news account like this making a claim that is
dubbed, is it?
Even slightly negative towards the Japanese.
Well, okay, there's a 50-50 chance. There's a 50-50 chance, because if this is popular, if it becomes popular, there's a good chance it would get dubbed.
Radio Healer was popular. Did they ever get dubbed?
No, because that one went too far out of the realm of the moo.
Gosh, you know where Magic Girls was popular.
That was apparently too far over the realm of the moo. This one's not really very sexualized. At least I don't think so. I mean, there was the one scene where the guy fucking masturbated, but didn't show any nudity.
Polar.
Popper.
Just don't let Church roll of it.
Which is basically Funimation.
Happens. The usual suspects come out and express their racism towards the Japanese, and these posts are diabolical. Here's one quote saying, "If Japanese folk don't have constant..."
Was problematic.
If don't have constant pornography being pumped into their dopamine, they don't... What? What the fuck?
Dude, I want to say half of the first episode because I lost interest because I didn't want to fucking read it. I'll watch it again if they dub it, but I was watching a good portion of it, and the most that they showed was a little bit of side tit.
No, they're saying because it doesn't have quote unquote child pornography that Japanese people won't like it. That's the...
Okay, I misunderstood the whole thing. And
being pumped into their dopamine receptors they don't want it. So basically, this person is casting an entire blanket over Japan, claiming they're all a bunch of predators, which is very interesting to claim for an individual like this, because if you scroll through their account for 2 seconds, you find them being a hypocrite. I mean, here's them excitedly saying yes, with a picture of Miku and Brazilian Miku making out, which of course she is a canonically underage character. What would this person be?
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful! How terrible! Oh no!
I'm waiting for the thing where they'll be like, no, it's the version of them where they're adults. This isn't bad. I love it when the people are like hypocritical like this.
Hypocrites.
Plus thingy, plus a little mention.
Under their own standards that they use to literally demonize an entire group of people over fictional content. And of course, we're far from done. Here's another user saying Japanese anime fans when there's no incest or predatory content in the plot. Once again, drop.
Oh my god, these people watch nothing but hentai. They watch nothing but hentai, and that's all.
No. What is going on here, sweetie, is they're nothing but racist piece of shits. So, it's like, okay, it's hilarious because it's basically the exact same thing as Amazing Digital Circus. It's that same kind of controversy. These people like it, but they're gonna sit there and bitch about it.
Wait a minute, is that the next video I got pulled up? Oh, that's in 2 videos. Okay, yeah, we're gonna talk about that here soon.
But this is kind of the same concept. These people they like anime, they love anime, but they're gonna sit there and bitch at the people who made it. That's what this shit is.
A giant blanket statement on an entire group of people over fictional
While being
content, over
racist
a
about
post
it.
that is literally made up, but any excuse to go after the Japanese, I guess. And if you look at the accounts...
Okay, so...
They're a Sonic fan.
Nah.
Disregard them.
Nah. Okay, so officially, apparently it's not racist to hate on white people, and now it's not racist to hate on Asians. Or at least the Japanese. That's the new law going on here now, huh?
I'm just reading this bio. Hi, I am this douchebag. He, him, 18 years old, Sonic tuber, I am autistic.
Guy who loves Sonic, Mario, Spooderman, and so much more.
Everybody who the Sonic has done irreversible damage to our society.
So he's basically a Christian.
He's a wannabe Christian.
He's a Christian follower. He follows in the teachings of the Christian.
Because Asians are white passing these nut jobs.
Apparently, yes.
I blame Canada.
that are making it. This he, him is yet another hypocrite. You see right here, very happy to post high school students sleeping together in a different anime. I guess it's okay.
The fuck? I'm actually gonna fucking sob. OMG, or LOM, whatever. I am so dying alone.
What the fuck?
They had sex.
What is this mental illness I'm looking at?
When this person does it, but when those Japanese viewers do it, it is something that gets their entire population demonized. And then you can see them posting over artwork of the character Toph from Avatar, saying, I haven't watched Avatar, but she's low-key bad as F. And just in case you need a reminder, this character is 12 years old. What does that make you under your own standard? You probably don't like that, but this is the game.
To be fair, she grows up. Almost all these anime characters grow up. Oh my goodness.
That you started. And of course, these people who are the ethical ones watch a cartoon about
what?
Birds, and they immediately think about prostitution. The normal people, ladies and gentlemen. But But here's some more. Another person saying, incest lollies, predators, okay, mental illness. Whoa, 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 not my cat girl anime. Again, just as a basis here, they are responding to a made-up post with a note sitting live on it.
Wasn't 12.
But they want any excuse to be racist towards the Japanese.
That wasn't 12-year-old Toph, I think. Rev messed up. I think he was just making a point here that the person who sits there and is bitching about age and, well, saying that everyone in Japan are predators, and that he basically he's basically saying he's a hypocrite for shit he says by his own standards.
I thought Toph was older.
Yeah, that picture of Toph was older. But I'm just saying, Rev was making a point that how the person who's sitting here saying that every Asian's a fucking pedophile and junk, versus, like, what he fucking looks at, too.
She remains, she remains to be 12 years old through the original series, but towards the end, she is 86.
That's not the point we're getting at here.
Okay.
The point is we're saying that this guy's a hypocrite.
Okay, yeah.
Because he's complaining about how Asians like little kids in anime, and the character Toph, for the most part of her existence, is a child.
Yeah, point.
And I find it very ironic that someone who thinks so negatively of Japan has literally dedicated their entire online presence to making artwork in their style. But of course, if you look through their account, well, it gets messy pretty quickly. In fact, they have...
Oh. Huh. Sailor Venus and Sailor Mars.
Not the ship I would make.
Huh.
Fucking
Mars and Venus, I don't feel like they really interacted so much to have. Of course, I think isn't it like canonical that all the Sailor Scouts love each other in that kind of way? And I feel like there's probably like a Sailor Scout orgy.
Underage characters from Sailor Moon kissing. This is their own artwork. So again, pot calling the kettle black in this situation.
Doesn't matter. Have sex.
But let's keep it going here. This individual says Japanese chuds are okay with incest predatory content, but draw the line at depression. Again, reacting to a completely made up claim. But if you look at the account here, oh, you see they're from Brazil. Oh, well, maybe you should stop worrying so much about the Japanese when reports like this just dropped a few days ago about 800,000+ live births in that country from mothers aged 8 to 17. Wow. That's crazy because they don't even have those icky Japanese cartoons over there. I can't believe this is happening. I think you should worry about your own country before you start making blanket statements about an entire country like Japan over fictional content.
Thank you.
But
you know what's sad and scary?
What?
There's a good portion of those kids that 8 is way too young for... I know some fucking girls, they have puberty early and stuff, like, oh god, but... I'm trying to fathom how they're able to have children, because...
Brazil is bad, folks.
God. I had a friend who started puberty when she was 9. I didn't start puberty till I was 11.
I knew a girl who got pregnant when she was 12 in middle school, and I never saw her in high school.
Well, I'm trying to fathom 8. I'm trying to fathom 8.
It can happen.
That's scary.
It's not unheard of.
That is scary.
Here's another user saying the only reason Japanese folks are dropping this anime is that it shows their life outside the office exactly as it is. A
sickle, hammer and sickle, Palestine flag. Do I need to say more?
Pitiful existence. I'm just gonna assume this is projection. Also, hammer and sickle, pronouns, you got it all.
Okay. You have one Luffy and this guy.
Oh, is that Gabimaru?
Yeah.
Okay. From Hell's Paradise.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely embarrassing, diabolical people making these claims, but you kind of expected that. Here's another user saying Japanese audiences will slap their bellies over the 50th tentacle grape gag, but draw the line at an addict girl acting like an addict. And then you look at the
I heard
accounts,
I love
and,
boobies.
well, their inability to separate fiction from reality seems to make a lot of sense.
So basically, all this is nothing but shitpost, shitpost, shitpost. Everyone just finding everything to cherry pick and say, oh, hate you for this, hate you for that, but we still love you, but we hate you, and we love you, and we hate you, and it's just... Okay, this is hurting my brain. Oh, thank God, the video's almost over.
Schizophrenic in their bio. Need I say more?
Meow.
When you look at the person making the claim. But of course, here's another one saying, Sons of B, when the anime doesn't involve sexualizing minors or romanticizing characters with real depression. And this all goes back to the completely made-up claims that started this. And as pointed out here, crazy how you can just make up something with no proof given and phrase it, Japanese people have stopped eating toast with their breakfast, and cash in on Twitter blue money on 1,000 people going, must not have any little girls in it, thinking they're the first guy to say that. Yeah, not only are all these quotes completely unoriginal and racist, they're just downright pathetic in every sense of the way.
Have an excuse to be racist piece of shits. And
these people are more racist than the Klan.
Oh yeah.
These people are more racist than the.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Scout.
This is another Armstrong alert.
Yeah.
Oh.
They can't even attempt to check the
heterosexual, except for the two outer since they had Paramerses in the Moon Kingdom, which were the prince. I always thought that they were all bi, to be honest.
claim before they start reacting in a racist tone towards it, right? A lot of these people making these quotes with the note already attached. Like, there is evidence on the post itself. The claims are made up, but they saw such a golden opportunity to make racist claims. They literally couldn't help themselves. So here we are. You can thank accounts like this for starting a landslide of negativity towards this series. They're all missing the plot in many literal sense.
Okay, here's my reasoning for thinking all the Sailor Scouts are bi, especially after the 5th season. All of the girls were attracted to the male versions of the fucking the Sailor Stars.
Yeah.
Even though it was male versions of them, they were still
effeminate, man.
Yeah.
They don't understand what this anime is even trying to do. They don't really care. They just see it as an opportunity to say vile things about Japan, but
like me.
Many such cases, unfortunately. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed...
Well, I was in a lot of Retard Nation.
Yeah, just stay off Twitter. Now, that's the moral of the story. Yeah. Shuggy, stop trying to get into my cosplay.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us for that video. Bye-bye. Okay, what's next?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you all for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It would make me very happy. Kiss, kiss,